from everything head to toe, head, shoulders, knees, and toes, and everything in between. Why play a sport where I continuously got hurt that I never fully loved from the beginning and it never loved me back?
They gon' tell me when they need some mess, I be prescribing shit. Don't you dare play with my money, that's how shit get violent quick. Nigga, I'm standing on 10, nigga, going for the win, nigga. Watch, I'm finna drop, then 2 weeks later, drop again, nigga. This shit here so hot, don't touch the pot, might burn your hand, nigga.
Tell all the YNs to come down to the walk down so we can give them positive tools to walk down life. We're tired of the crash out culture. We're tired of the YN culture. We're trying to change the narrative over at the walk down. Remember, these are meaningful messages to motivate the masses. Keep that in mind. But for all athletes, we can't talk about playing a sport without commenting on injuries. It's a key topic that every athlete goes through is injuries. For athletes, injuries can be one of the most devastating things to go through. At any age, to go through recovery for an injury is a scary thing. Like, I don't care if it's a broken bone, if it's torn ACL, torn meniscus, shoulder surgery, hip replacement for some of our older athletes. It's like going through recovery for injury at any age is a scary thing. I get it. It's the unknown of what's to come. But that is with everything in life. You don't know what's to come. So keep a positive attitude towards it. Keep a positive attitude towards life. And positive things will happen. Before I come in on recovery from injuries and the toll it takes on you mentally, physically, and emotionally, I want to comment on injuries that I've gone through myself. Injuries start for different people at different ages. For me, I would like to say mine started in high school. I think I broke a nose in the 3rd grade, maybe. But outside of that, in high school, my junior year of high school, I told y'all football was my first love. I've told y'all that. So this is the first time that I learned no matter how much you love something, it does not have to love you back. I learned this junior year of high school. During one of my best games, called my bluff, I think I had to have at least 300, 350 passing yards, a couple passing touchdowns, a rushing touchdown, and let's just say 50 rushing yards. I don't know, give or take. Again, I told you I was slow. I was a pocket quarterback, Dak Prescott. Not even Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert. But I was going off. I was having a game. Midway through the 3rd quarter, at Forrester, it's a home football game for Skyline. I'm going towards where the apartments are. Midway through the 3rd quarter, I'm rolling out, getting ready to throw a pass on the run. Get tackled, helmet to helmet. I black out completely on the field. I don't remember, but of course I've heard the story. A teammate tried to pick me up and I just fall. I come back to reality. Walk off the field, and as I'm walking off the field, I'm having spasms through my body from head to toe. Like muscle spasms. I'm having conversations. My body was spasmed from head to toe. Never encountered anything like it. Actually was carted off the field, I was carted off the field. I was taken to the hospital where I had muscle spasms the entire night. Like they had to cut the jersey off me, cut my shoulder pads off, lift my head up to take the helmet off, and I would have muscle spasms at the hospital until about 3 in the morning. From there, I left, went to Whataburger, still had spasms. I had muscle spasms through my entire body until I fell asleep. I woke up the next day went to a little league football game, and my entire body felt like I had lifted weights for the first time. You know how you lift weights for the first time and your entire body is sore? It's like that sore feeling. My entire body from shoulders to feet felt like I had lifted weights for the first time in months. I was diagnosed with a concussion, which may or may not have been true. Hopefully it wasn't CTE, but I don't know. I'm a little those sometimes. But I actually found out that I have a spine disorder called spinal stenosis. More of the story, when I say that, this is where I found out I loved something that didn't love me back. Football is my first love. Because of that injury that I suffered my junior year, I wouldn't have been able to play college football anyway. I wouldn't have been cleared at all. They would have not cleared me to play college football. Spinal stenosis, just Google it. Yeah, it's a rare injury or a rare diagnosis. People have it, but in my situation, it was severe. Um, so much for football being my first love. That goes into my senior year of basketball. I dealt with severe ankle sprains throughout the basketball season. Football and basketball. I think football season, there was a point in time where both ankles were sprained. I don't know. Maybe I just have bad luck when it comes to injuries. I dealt with those issues throughout the football season and basketball season my entire senior year. They were so bad to the point where I didn't wear the team shoe. I think I had like the LeBron Soldiers that has 3 straps. Like it was something crazy. My ankles were so bad. From there, going into my freshman year of college. But I'm in Austin after a 2020 performance on a bus ride back to Temple from Austin. Maybe an hour or so drive, give or take. I don't know. You do the math. We get back to Temple, and I could not walk to get off of the bus by myself. Not sure what was going on. I sat out a game or two. Again, this is junior college, so I wasn't able to see a doctor right away because the resources are different. But once I was able to, I found out that I had a bulging disc between L4 and L5. Please like this video if you have a bulging disc between L4 and L5. Please. I don't care if you're a former athlete, if you're an athlete now, if you're a regular pedestrian. Like this video if you have a problem between L4 and L5. It makes no sense the amount of people that have disc problems between L4 and L5. There's something going on with that specific injury. They're not telling us. Maybe some of us, that's our tales growing back that they don't want us to know about. But that's junior college. So I dealt with L4 and L5 injuries for 2 years in my junior college. After junior college, I went to Grambling State that a lot of us know. In 3 years at Grambling, I dealt with back issues, which of course is L4 and L5, but that affects the hips. I think at one point in time I had like knots in my back, a broken nose or two, a strained labrum in my left shoulder, strained ligaments in my big toes, both big toes. That's 5, and a concussion that I suffered 2 weeks before my grad year started. Just imagine that less than a month before your first game of your grad season, you get a concussion diving for a ball at basketball practice. Like crazy. I know you don't hear concussions in basketball as often as you do football, but seriously, a concussion 2 weeks before the first game. Let's go back to these strained ligaments in the big toe. In football, they call it turf toe. In basketball, they would call it the same thing, but it's strained ligaments in the toe. These were so bad for me that I would wear a boot to class. I would wear a boot to practice. I would practice. After practice, I would put the boot back on. We would travel. Wherever we're traveling to, I would wear a boot. I would do a light practice. day of the game, go into the game, go through a toe surgery for every game. I'm getting my toes taped in a certain way to make my toes point out, but I can't fully bend them while I run. Um, I would play a game. After the game, immediately back in the boot. This had to last from the middle of January to the end of conference play. I went through a entire conference season playing on 8 or 9 toes. Called my bluff. But back to this concussion 2 weeks before the season started. Just imagine you and a teammate, y'all are diving for a ball in practice. Shout out Malik. You did your big one, my boy. But seriously, like accidental, crazy situations. It was an accident. It doesn't happen often, but we're both running, diving for a basketball, and his elbow hits me in the temple. I didn't realize that something was wrong until I got up, and the team is running this way, and I'm running that way. One of my coaches, Coach Hines, he say, "What, you going the wrong way?" I'm what? 9 players is 4 against 5 playing on one end, and I'm on the opposite end by myself. At that moment, it was I knew I was cooked. I was cooked. Um, and that goes into like people ask me all the time why I don't play anymore. Like I play here and there, but why don't I play basketball seriously? It's because of injuries. I promise, if I train for 2 or 3 weeks, I could go overseas right now and get a check. I'm a walking double double. All jokes aside, like I'm a walking double double. I can pass, I get steals, I have an IQ for the game. Give me 2 weeks. I've seen some overseas players play. Give me 2 weeks to train. Give me 2 weeks. I could go get a check. And I'm a tough player. Like I'm more tough than most players. That's the one thing that I could tip my hat to. Um, but why would I play if I've gone through every injury? Everyone. It's like everything from head to toe outside of torn ACLs. God forbid I get one of those at this grown age. I'm gonna lose it. Torn MCLs. I haven't done anything to the knees except like jumpers, knee, or whatever. But from everything head to toe, head, shoulders, knees, and toes, and everything in between. Why play a sport where I continuously got hurt that I never fully loved from the beginning and it never loved me back so I can make money overseas? I'm cool. I'd rather go get a job. That's me. I'd rather work a little 9 to 5, or if you work in athletics, a 9 to 9. If you're lucky enough to turn work off at 9, I'd rather do that instead of putting myself through nagging, annoying injuries time and time again. I just rather not play and enjoy life pain free. Um, Again, that's just me. And that's one thing that I learned from injuries. Just knowing when it's time. For me, I knew when it was time when I knew it was time for me to hang it up when I just couldn't stay healthy. I never played an entire season healthy, not once. I had to hang it up. It wasn't worth it for me. Some other things I learned through injuries is lifting weights, rest and recovery. Weightlifting is important. The way you train and lift weights, you're preparing your body for the season. Coaches say it, but you truly have to believe it that lifting weights prevents injuries when you're lifting weights the right way. Free game alert, free game alert. For all my athletes, free game. I'm not a personal trainer, but lifting heavy weights and building muscle mass in the off season and working on light weights and fast movements throughout the season will help you. Again, I'm not a personal trainer, but lifting heavy weights and building muscle mass during the off season and lifting light weights and working on fast movements during the season will help. If you need a workout routine, message me workout routine, and I'll point you in the right direction. While lifting weights, and when it comes to coming back from injury, rest is important. Rest helps your recovery, and resting isn't just, well, I'm not playing, I'm not on my feet, I'm not working out. Rest begins with getting the right amount of hours of sleep. Most athletes get 6. I would recommend 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night, especially if you want to play long term. When you're sleeping, your body is resting, and simultaneously it's helping you recover. Shaq may be the only person to admit that he didn't get the right amount of hours of sleep every night. He's the only person I've seen openly admit to not going to bed before midnight his entire playing career. Maybe he should have been laying down at 12 o'clock. He should have been asleep. That man up all night creeping in the streets. But that's neither here nor there. Make sure you're getting the right amount of hours of sleep. It will help you in the long run. Stay off them games. Stay off them phones. Stay off TikTok. Stay off Instagram. Don't be out sneaking and creeping and cheating on your partner. Go to sleep and get ready for tomorrow. It's my advice. When it comes to recovery, go to your trainer. Even if it feels like the sessions aren't working, they are. You don't recover from an injury overnight. A little bit over a long time shows exponential growth. Go every day, go every other day, however often they're telling you to go see your trainer, go see your trainer. If your trainer sends you to a physical therapist, do the work that the physical therapist gives you. Don't just do it at the center they send you to, whatever hospital, whatever facility. Don't just do the work at the facility. Do the extra work on your own time. It'll help build consistency. It'll help build determination. It will help you recover faster. Do the work on your own. It's just like working out for basketball. How do you want to be a pro, but you're not putting in the extra work? How do you want to be healthy, but you're not putting in the extra work to recover from your injuries? Do the work on your own time. This doesn't get talked about, but eat your meals, drink your protein. If you're a Division One athlete, Division Two athlete, JUCO, eat your meals or drink your protein. Those are things that go to recovery. If you aren't eating 2 to 3 meals a day as an athlete, you don't care about your body. You're not putting the right nutrients into your body. That goes into recovery. You eat, sleep. You eat and sleep. You have to eat. You have to sleep. You have to put carbs. You have to put protein. You have to put vegetables. You have to put the right thing in your body to perform well. To me, meals goes into recovery. It helps your recovery, especially when it comes to drinking protein. It helps your body last throughout the season. Take your time when recovering from an injury. Please take your time. Like, don't be in a rush. The faster you come back, you can hurt yourself again. Take your time when coming back from your injury. Um, this is something, shout out to Coach Jack, my boy. Make sure you're injured and not just hurt. If you're hurting, grandma not mad, grandma just hurt. If you're hurt, you should be able to play through it. I hurt my knee is different than having an injured knee. My shoulder hurting is different than I have a shoulder injury. Make sure that you're injured and not just hurt. Your best ability is your availability. You have to be able to play. Just because you're hurt or your feelings are hurt doesn't mean you shouldn't show up for your team. If you're injured, completely different story. But again, take your time. Make sure you're not rushing back from an injury because you can and you might hurt yourself again. While recovering from my concussion, I should have redshirted, but I didn't because I always put the team first. I was always pro team. I was always a selfless player. But I rushed back, and the entire year, I was not the same player. I couldn't lift weights because I couldn't control my breathing, because if I would hold my breathing too long, then it would make my head foggy. I couldn't run the same way. My balance was off. I would always fall out of nowhere. I just couldn't stay on my feet. Um, and I also lost a lot of weight because my appetite changed just due to everything that I was going through. Man, that was a time. Um, but I rushed myself back when I shouldn't have. Basically, in my eyes, it felt like I wasted a year of college basketball when I could have redshirted, played another year, and got that last year paid for. That's what I should have done, but I didn't. I'm thankful for that because if I didn't go through things the way that I did, I probably wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to tell my story the way I'm able to tell it. I wouldn't have gone through experiences the way that I did. So I'm thankful for that. But for me, after my concussion, everything was different. And it was a really hard time for me, honestly. And I probably wouldn't have been able to make it through without my friends and my teammates and family because I was mentally, physically, and emotionally drained. Like the psychological part of getting over an injury is the scariest part. It does something, of course, it does something to you physically. It's like if I hurt one knee, I have to work this knee out and this knee out so they're both strong. Or I have to lift a certain way with this arm and lift the same way with this arm so they're both equally strong. So of course injuries does something to you physically. Um, again, like and everything's connected with injuries. So again, take your time when it comes to recovering from those injuries. I actually saw a guy hurt his calf, rushed back towards Achilles because they're connected. So, of course, the injuries do something to you physically, but the mental aspect of going through an injury, recovering from an injury, and telling yourself you're okay, trying to convince yourself that you're okay. But if you watch yourself on film, you're not okay. And with the mental aspect of recovering from an injury, you really tell yourself that you're okay when you're not. You can convince yourself you're okay all that you want, but you're not. Your teammates will see it. Your trainer will see it. Your coaches will see it. And once you are okay, like injuries does something to the mind. Once you are okay again, it's still making sure that those feelings are not carrying over into what you're doing currently. So it's okay, well, yes, I hurt my knee once. Always thinking that you'll hurt your knee again is something that plays in your mind. Like those injuries do something to you. I don't know. Again, protect your mental. I know this is an injuries episode, but protect your mental and emotional. Going through injuries hurts you emotionally, whether people want to accept it or not, because everything's changed. You can go from having a great season, about to have a great season, and just like that, in a split second, everything changes. So it does something to you emotionally. Make sure you have people around you that keep you emotionally grounded while you're going through a recovery process. Again, throughout this entire series, I'm pro friends, I'm pro teammates. Lean on your people because those are people that you need. Like trust your teammates, trust your coaches, trust your trainer. They're with you every day. Those are the people that care for you. Trust them. And when you need help, ask someone. Thinking you're alone will put you in a bad headspace. And the worst thing you could do is overthink yourself into a bad headspace while going through recovery. Now you're adding extra stress onto the body. Again, I know this is a injuries episode, but the mental aspect goes into injury. Keep your mind clear. Know that you're not alone while you're going through your injury recovery. Um, because injuries happen and they will take a toll on you. Like, I don't care what sport you play. I don't care what you do. Injuries will happen. I don't care if you play pickleball. You can hurt yourself playing pickleball. I think I could be a pickleball champion, but that's neither here nor there. How you react to those injuries is what matters. So injuries will happen, but how you react to those injuries is what matters most. Take your time with coming back. Protect yourself. Protect your mental health. Your future self will thank you for doing the right things now while you're going through your injury recovery process. So, like, it'll be worth it later. It's always worth it later. For me, I still battle some of those injuries. Like, my shoulder still hurts at times. I still have issues with big toes when I play sometimes. Um, when it comes to my concussion, I don't like. For me, I still haven't gotten over the mental aspect of I'm scared to take too many flights in one day. I know what flights did to me then. I'm scared now, and it's 2020, it's gonna be 2025. That was almost 2.5 years. Fall of 2022. I can't even remember stuff like that. So, not fall of 2021. Should have taken my time to recover, but I didn't. But that's okay. I'm dealing with things now. I'm understanding my body. I know my body. So I'm currently going through a recovery process at a grown age of 25, and I haven't played a basketball game that matters in over 2 years. Protect yourself, protect your mental health, and your future self will appreciate you. Don't be like me. I'm still battling. Take your time. Go to your trainers. Go to the doctor. Take your medicine. Take whatever pills they prescribe you. I don't care if you don't like taking pills. Take them. It's worth it. That just about wraps up this episode of The Walk Down, where I'm your host, Woo. And today we walked down injuries. It was a lot to unpack. But if you have any questions or comments regarding injuries, find me at The Walk Down on YouTube, Instagram, whatever social you use. Message me comment injury under a video, and I'll get back to you with advice to help you with whatever injury that you're going through. If I was going through it myself, if I haven't, I may be able to point you in the right direction. Yeah. Protect yourself. Take care of yourself. Take your time with injuries. Your future self will thank you later for what you're doing today. It's not about now. It's about later. It gets greater later. That's all for today. We'll see y'all next time on The Walk Down. Wiz, take them away.
Let's do it. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.